everybody, my name is Simone and welcome to Simone's Bedtime Stories. Me and my pals are getting ready to sleep and we're going to hear a bedtime story. Hi Daddy, I'm ready.
Hi Simone, you ready? Alright, so I think we kind of got cut off in the previous episode, so we'll continue that episode. Basically in that episode, what was Duryodhana doing? Duryodhana was planning a plot, right? He wants to get rid of the Pandava brothers, so he asked Dhritarashtra, his dad, to send the Pandava brothers. Who's Dhritarashtra?
The Gaura's dad.
What is he? He's the
blind guy.
Blind man, yeah.
The blind man.
So he didn't understand the plot that Duryodhana is planning. So he asked Pandava brothers to go to that Pashupati festival,
But why did Duryodhana tell his dad?
Because he cannot go and tell. He cannot go and ask the Pandava brothers to go there. Only if he tells his dad, and if his dad tells him, they listen. Because Dhritarashtra is an elder person, and when an elder person.
Why can't Duryodhana tell his dad that he's gonna plan this plot?
No, because that's secret. He's scheming. He's not allowed to do it because he's trying to kill his own cousin brothers, right? That's what he's trying to do. And that's not acceptable. I mean, you cannot do it. And he is doing that because he wants to
be king.
Become the king, yeah.
So if he tells his dad that he's going to be mad?
Yeah, his dad is going to be mad and he's going to say, no, never do that. And he's going to be even more cautious about protecting Pandavas, right? And what Duryodhana is doing is not the right thing. You cannot scheme and kill your own cousins because he wants to become a king. The right way to become a king is he has to go and fight whoever the smartest guy is, and then he has to prove that he is smart and he is, equally capable.
Why can't there be two kings?
No, there cannot be two kings.
Why?
Because the king is always one, and king owns. There cannot be two leaders for any team, because if you try to do that, it just doesn't work out. There has to be always one guy that's responsible for everything. That's the leader. That's what leaders do.
But why does Duryodhana also want to be the leader? Don't you have to do so much work?
Yes, you have to do so much work, but along with work, there also comes power. So when you become a leader, you people listen to you. But it's not just because you're given a title of leader, people will listen to you. You also have to do great things. You also have to inspire people and make people like you as a leader. That is the most important thing. It's not just, hey, just because somebody appointed that guy as a king or a leader, he became a leader, but he's not doing anything. So that's why when they assign a leader, they make sure the leader is a smart guy. They make sure the leader has all those skills, especially the skills where he can lead. And one of the very important skills to lead is...
Is it just leading a lion like you're first?
No. Being a leader is different. It's not like leading a lion where you go, you are the front and everybody else follows you. It's not like that. It's about, see, leaders, when there is a good leader, people will follow the leader. Because a good leader, what a good leader does is, it could be a project, or it could be running a company, or it could be, fighting a war. A good leader, if it's a war, a good leader always fights from the front. And a good leader always, inspires people. So when somebody looks at, see, if you, let's say for example, we look at Barack Obama. Everybody wants to become like Barack Obama, because even though he was such a poor guy, he was born. Yeah, he was a very poor guy. Yeah, his mom. It's a long story short. He's a poor guy, and in spite of that, he went to Harvard, and he got his law degree from Harvard. And he's such a smart guy. He worked his way through, and he became the president of the United States, right? So those are the people that inspire other people. So when people get inspired, they automatically just do. They love so much. Everyone loves Barack Obama so much that they just do things for him. Nobody has to tell people, hey, do this, do that. Nobody has to, manage people or, scare people that you have to do this, do that. That's the difference between a good leader and a bad leader.
What's a good bad leader?
Bad leader tries to command people, tries to ask people, tries to, scare people to do things, yells at people, plays all kinds of,
Tricks.
Tricks.
Like what tricks?
Like bad tricks, they they take away their stuff. You know, the bad leader takes people's stuff and then says, and then says, hey, only if you do your job, I'll give you this. That's not a good sign of a good leader. That's a bad leader. A good leader, you know, unites people with a common goal. A good leader provides an inspiring goal to the entire team or the, you know, company or the war where this bunch of soldiers or a lot of soldiers are fighting under this leader. A good leader provides a great goal. He shares his vision. Hey, you know, for example, let's say we are going to take that mountain down. How are we going to do it? This is how we are going to do it. You follow this technique, and that technique. We can do it, and you know, that is ours. So people get inspired. Okay, this guy is smart. Oh, I like his idea. I like his trick. I want to be part of this team.
So let's do it.
Let's do it. So that is what a good leader does. A bad leader says, hey, you do it, I'll give you this. You do it, do that. Yells at him, right?
So I'm thinking Duryodhana is going to be a bad leader.
Exactly, because why? Why is he a bad leader?
Because he's trying to take away the good leader.
He's scheming. He's doing all bad things, right? If he really wants to become a king, and if, you know, Bhishma and Dhritarashtra say, hey, Yudhishthira is the smart guy, and you know, we want to make Yudhishthira the king, what Duryodhana should do is, hey, no, I disagree. I am a smart guy. Let's have a competition. Let's have a competition between me and Yudhishthira, and whoever wins will become the king. That's what Duryodhana should say, right?
Yeah.
And then they can have all kinds of competition. They can have, you know, writing competition, speaking competition, you know, archery competition, you know, fighting with the kata competition, all kinds of competition they can have.
Yudhishthira is not like that. He
No.
can't do the...
No, he can.
can?
Yeah, if he wants to become a king, and if that's what it takes to become a king, he has to do it, right? So you.
But if there's strategizing in that, then it's gonna win.
Yeah. So what the point is? The point is, what is the right way for Duryodhana to become a king?
Having a competition.
Having a
between him and
competition, you know,
Yudhishthira.
exactly. Yeah. Hey, okay, you guys are thinking Yudhishthira is a smart guy. I understand. That's fine. Maybe he is the smart guy so far, but not anymore, because I am also equally smart. I have also learned a lot of these things. You know what? I am challenging Yudhishthira for a competition, and let's say whoever wins the competition will become the king. You know, let's make it fair, right? That's what he should have done. So he should have, you know, gone to Dhritarashtra and Bhishma and Vidur and said, hey, you know, I want to do this competition, and whoever wins, you know, it's going to be a one-on-one competition between Yudhishthira and Duryodhana, me, myself, because I think I can be better king than Yudhishthira, so give me a chance. And then he should have gone, they should have gotten a fight
But he's
together.
kind of like bragging when he says, I can be a better king.
No,
Is
you
that-
cannot, it's not bragging. See, sometimes you have to stand up, raise your voice, and then ask for what you want. You cannot just be, oh, I don't want to brag, I'm not going to ask for it. You cannot be like that all the time. Sometimes when you really want something and when you think you deserve it, because you are good, right? Because you are good, you deserve it, you have to stand up and ask, hey, you know, I think I can be a good leader than this person. You know, give me an opportunity and I'll do a great job at it. You have to
And
ask
you're
for
saying
it.
it politely.
Politely, yeah. You
You
don't.
don't say, hey, I can be better than him, so just make me the king.
No, you should not say that. Give me an opportunity, give me a chance, let me show my, you know, capability, talents, and then we can decide. That's what Duryodhana should have done. But what is Duryodhana trying to do?
He's scheming.
He's scheming and he wants to kill all this. So he, you know, takes his friend Purochana and then asks him
Is
to.
he also a bad guy, Purochana?
Yeah, because see, anytime you support a thief is a bad guy.
Yeah.
Because what? Why is he a bad guy?
Because he steals stuff.
He steals other
Does bad
people's
things.
stuff. He steals other people's stuff, so he's a bad guy. But if you go and support a thief, you're also a bad guy because you're supporting a bad thing to happen. Right? So like that, whoever is on the side of Duryodhana become bad people even though they are good people by themselves because they're supporting
So
all the
who's
bad
on
things.
Duryodhana's side?
Karna is a good friend of Duryodhana, right? So Karna is actually a good guy, but he ends up doing bad things because
He's a friend of Duryodhana.
he is supporting Duryodhana to do all bad things.
Oh.
Right?
So Karna's a bad guy?
Karna becomes a bad guy even though by himself he is a very good guy.
Duryodhana's obviously a
Duryodhana is a bad guy, yeah, because he's scheming and he wants to, you know, do all bad
And
things.
then
And
his other friend, that's...
other friend, this Purochana, he's sending Purochana to this Pasupati festival. That's where, Dhritarashtra is asking Pandavas to go.
Purochana to the Pasupati?
Yeah, so he can build a wax palace. Right.
So is Duryodhana's dad on this side?
Duryodhana's dad will be on his side, yeah, because he's his son. So if, Duryodhana's dad will be always on his side, but Duryodhana's dad is not going to scheme. He's not going to do bad things outwardly like how Duryodhana is doing.
Okay.
Right. So now, Duryodhana asked Dhritarashtra to send Pandavas to the Pashupati festival, and there he's sending Purochana and building this wax palace. So his plan is, have the Pandavas stay in the wax palace, and Purochana will lock the door and, let the palace on fire, so the wax palace will melt down and the Pandavas will die in that hot wax palace, right? That is his plan. So, but Vidur hears about this plan, and he sends another guy that works for him, who is a very good miner. So he digs a tunnel from the wax palace to the forest. So, the Pandava brothers hear about this through this guy, and then, Bhima does a preemptive attack. What is preemptive attack? Even before Purochana acts, Bhima acts before him. So Purochana is waiting for, let's say, midnight, 12 o'clock at midnight, but Bhima, sees all this happening, and he got the news through this other guy. So he's 11 o'clock in the night itself, he locks Purochana in his room, and he lights the wax palace on fire, and they all the 5 brothers, Pandava brothers, they escape through the tunnel and go to the forest, because that's where the tunnel, Purochana dies because he's stuck in the wax palace. And everybody thinks the Pandava brothers died in the wax palace, and Duryodhana is acting sad outside, but inside he is happy. Why?
Because he's going to be king?
He's going to be the king. That's what he's thinking, right? So, that's what Duryodhana is scheming. So let's close it here, and then
Bye everybody. I hope you enjoyed my story, and don't forget you can always listen to more.
All right.